everyone's doing their part. Are you? Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and today I'm going to be doing a demo dip into the demo for Starship Troopers Terran Command, not to be confused with Starship Troopers Terran Ascendancy, the previous sort of RTS squad control game. But yeah, this game kind of got just announced out of the blue earlier this year, or maybe it was last year, I can't even remember now when this got announced, but just kind of like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a Starship Troopers RTS in development, and I was like, alright, I could jam with that. I'm a big fan of Starship Troopers, you know, both the book and the movieverse as two separate entities, and then the kind of stuff around it, like Roughneck Chronicles, which tries to blend the book with the movie universe. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be a little bit of that here too, where it's mostly movieverse, but then like bits and pieces from the novels stuck in, like the Marauder suits. Anyhow, we're going to check out this demo, which also was kind of a surprise, because there hasn't really been much news about this game after the initial announcement, and then suddenly it's like, oh yeah, Steam next Demo Fest, we're going to have a demo with 3 levels. So we're going to check that out. We're not going to watch the video because it's actually not like it looks like it's a propaganda video, but it's actually just like, this is an RTS. You can select 2 units at once by shift-clicking one and then the other. So we don't need to watch that. We're just going to go straight into this mission, which is a tutorial anyway. The Mobile Infantry has arrived in strength on the desert planet of Kwalasha. Its ultimate objective is the pacification of the planet, and to make sure the mining of vital minerals proceeds without major interruptions. Several squads have just been sent out to secure the surroundings of Outpost Delta 5, and the colonist settlements in the sector. So, it looks like we have 5 difficulty levels, but it just affects how much damage your weapons do. I don't actually know what kind of RTS this plays like, but I'm pretty sure it is
a day that will live in infamy.
More standard RTS than squad control RTS.
But from tragedy springs hope, as the Federation rebuilds its fleet bigger and stronger than before. To fuel this war machine, all eyes are now on Kwalasha.
I do like this kind of detailed
outpost,
graphic novel
this mineral-rich world has
look
become
they've gone with.
part of humanity's battle for survival. But the planet's vital mining industry may now be in danger after reports of bugs on the surface. And so the Mobile Infantry answers humanity's call. These brave men and women will defend Kwalasha from any insect aggression.
Alright. So I don't think we're going to get through all 3 missions in this video, but we're going to check out at least the first one, maybe the second one. Really just depends how long they are, I guess. Also, glad that they didn't decide to just slap some movie footage in there, because that also gets immediately claimed every time.
The advanced team kicked an anthill. Now they got more bugs than they know what to do with. We're here to save their asses.
Okay.
Let's do this by the book. Don't be a hero, and you won't need a body bag. You understand me? Let's go. On the bounce.
Like that. On the bounce is, you know, that's Mobile Infantry talk from the novels. But they're just like, yeah, we're going to use that here. Okay, so we got like a base here. Right-click to command rather than left-click. Which, I guess sometimes it's right-click to cancel and sometimes right-click to command. So I don't think we can, yeah. We can't do anything with these. I think we only have these 2 rifle squads. Alright, so it kind of shows their formation, wherever you're going to send them. And these are the classic movie style of Mobile Infantry, where they're just dudes in, like, black vests. Chariot bugs.
Small, but there's no such thing as a harmless bug. Splat them and keep moving.
Even if they were harmless, I'd still kill them, because the only good bug is a dead bug. Alright, can you... no, it doesn't look like you can set waypoints, but I do like that it actually shows you the pathfinding arrows, instead of just, like, hoping that the fucking pathfinding will find a way to get there.
The bug hole.
Okay.
Hope they say something for us to shoot.
Got some warrior bugs here. They do seem kind of slow.
Take position on the left flank to get clear lines of fire.
Like, for how fast you usually see them go. Okay, it wants me to take position here. Hold on. I don't know if the facing matters, so I'm just gonna, like...
We thinned them out. Let's move forward.
Okay, advance. Well, probably want them to not be directly in front of me before I advance. Especially because we don't seem to shoot while moving. I do like how big warrior bugs are for, like, the standard thing you're going to run into. Okay.
Attack fighter strike incoming. Stand back and enjoy the fireworks.
They're just kind of casually standing around.
They don't like to get their uniforms dirty, but those flyboys are pretty useful sometimes.
So I have heard there's a lot of audio missing from this demo. Like, it's a fairly early build. This is not like a demo from the final build.
Get after them before they reach the settlement.
So I would assume in the final game there will be actually an explosion there and not just silence. Okay. So these are still not my squads. They're just AI squads. Bug hole has collapsed. Clear collapsed hive.
What kind of half-assed containment operation is this?
Okay, well, I'm still pursuing, so you guys take care of that over there. What did that even do? Dropship came down and, like, didn't drop anything. Okay, here's the outpost. Dead civilians. I'm not sure what there's like a little circle that appears under their icon, and I'm not really sure what that tells you, but it looks like there's also a green meter and a blue meter, because like these guys, I'm assuming the green meter means that some of them have taken hits.
Damn it. Either these civilians ignored the evac order, or someone's getting a whipping back at base for missing these stragglers.
Oh. So I think you guys actually do not shoot through each other. You can't just have like a big mass of units. I think you actually need line of sight.
Sir,
which is why these guys were just standing here.
Orders from command require you to confiscate all civilian weapons.
That's a copy. Good to hear your voice. Squad, secure those weapon stashes. Not that these guys will be using them.
I like that they just had weapon stashes just sitting out in the open. Now what does that mean for us, really? Also, we have a grenade skill. I didn't even look down here. Okay. If I request reinforcements, what's that gonna do? I don't know if I have to select like a base to get those reinforcements from. It seems like I'm supposed to select something. Okay, there's more ammo stashes around. So we'll just keep going. What are these guys doing? Are these just like MPs? Alright, well, what if I... No, okay. I can't just request reinforcements from them and be like, get in my squad, idiot. I mean, this is a fairly small studio, so I'm not expecting this to be like super AAA, because, you know, super AAA RTSs don't exist right now. They're in a big old slump.
Like the other company's in trouble.
So it's really down to smaller companies to make RTSs. Ooh, flame troopers. Combat engineers have flamethrowers? That seems unlikely. Yeah, see, they won't shoot through them. Cannot fire through friendly unit. The only problem I have with that is oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you could do this. Would have been helpful in that first fight, is you can reorient their aiming. They can shoot through the cars, though, which is a little odd, if you're going to have a line-of-sight mechanic. Okay. Move on up.
There's a radio tower ahead of your position. It should be able to cut through the interference and get you some reinforcements.
Okay, so that's why I can't request reinforcements yet.
Radio station's just ahead. Move into range and get fleet on the horn. Finally, we can break through this goddamn interference.
Yeah, we lost a man. Or woman. For a fascist dictatorship, well, I guess it's not a dictatorship even, but for a supposedly fascist government, they were very inclusive in who can join the military. And apparently there were people who were offended by the very idea that there could be a future where co-ed military showers exist. And there's nothing weird about it.
These apes have taken a licking. Use the radio station to call up fleet and get replacements for our casualties.
Like, hey, knowing that you'll probably get a whipping if you do anything stupid is a good motivator. Okay, so they come down and they refill your unit. So they're back up to full strength, and I think my other unit's still good. They don't need reinforcing. Alright, let's continue confiscating these ammo stashes. Is there a stop button? No, there is no shortcut for stop. Probably because I rebound the WSAD to the camera controls.
Command just radioed out an alert. Major bug movement to your east.
Okay, things are about to get interesting. Look sharp, people. Form a perimeter.
But this ammo stashes. Alright. It says oh. Okay, these guys joined my squad. Good to know that before we get overrun here. Okay, I'm gonna send them there. Send here. And engineers are gonna kind of sit in the middle if they're good at choke points.
Here they come. Watch your fields of fire.
Gonna move this one a little closer so that he's not blocking. Actually, probably should have put an engineer down here if they're all gonna come from that side. Okay, now they're starting to come from the top too. Alright, we lost a squad to the man. Combat engineers don't seem to want to attack. Alright.
Outstanding. This area's hotter than we thought.
New order, sir. Bug activity is too strong. Command is recalling you to Delta 4 base. Leave the civvies and get yourself home.
That route won't be pretty. Rough terrain, lots of hidey holes for bugs. But you gotta punch through.
And I'm guessing we can't request a reinforcement squad. Alright. Well. Make one squad out of the rifle guys, one out of the combat engineers. So I think those supplies are used for reinforcements, because we got this down here, which is supplies used/total. So I would think that's kind of your combined resource and population cap. And then we have war support, which I have no idea what that's for. Nope. I mean, this warrior seems to get stun locked by the flamethrowers. Maybe that's why they're good for choke points. Alright, send in the rifle boys first. Easy enough. So this does seem like choke points will actually be an important thing in this game, just because you're primarily facing melee enemies.
Guns, but they didn't have training or discipline. That's why we're alive and they're not.
Okay. So we got the stashes now, which means there's no reason to go over here. Base is over here. So, the fact that pacing is important means you have a little more micromanagement in just constantly moving your guys like this so that they are facing where enemies are likely to come from. And you don't want to leave anyone behind.
Welcome to Delta 4. Now haul ass and get behind those walls.
Okay. Still just a bunch of random guys standing around.
Bugs are going for the base. Standard procedure is to keep the gates shut until there are 0 hostiles in the area.
Oh, hell. Guess you're doing this in the open. At least it'll be a target-rich environment.
I mean, those walls are so short that they would just climb over them in like a minute. Because they're pretty big, so a couple of them standing on top of each other. Oh, they didn't even make it through that gap.
Open up, rookies.
Got an HMG tower, and it looks like it has a heat meter. Nope. I heard someone firing in the distance.
We're not done yet. Get on those walls and get ready.
Okay. Oh, this is not my position.
All right, you apes. Show those bugs what you're made of.
All right, you apes, you want to be alive for a considerably longer period of time, or what? Not sure the flame troopers are going to do much on the wall until they're like already climbing over it. I mean, this is a case where I actually don't mind having a bunch of AI controlling some of these units because it makes more sense. Oh, we got flyers, or hoppers. They seem to have changed their mind about coming in, though. They like turned around and left. Okay, someone reached elite status. Chuck one of these fraggies out. Didn't really do much.
Done, troopers. Any wounded, head to the medic. Everyone else, go find yourself a drink.
Alright, so that wasn't too long. That was just kind of like the basics. We didn't even learn how to really get more units.
With the size of the bug problem now clear, immediate action is needed. The Mobile Infantry moves into gear to protect Kwalasha, its mines, and its people.
I'm going to continue right into the second mission. I'd like to kind of see some of the bugs. I don't know if they're pulling from the expanded universe
bug holes in the area. And guess whose job it is to clean them out?
or just from the original set.
Get your squads over to the supply base ASAP, and we'll go from there. Move out.
Because like the FPS game had some unique bugs in it, and I think Roughneck Chronicles also had some unique bugs in it. And then there was a miniatures game at one point that had its own unique stuff, like the assassin bug.
Survivors, take down those bugs.
As well as the skinnies, which are an alien race from the novel, which again, there's a blending of movie universe and novel universe. Skinnies are basically just another race of humanoid aliens that were originally sided with the Arachnids, but then changed sides of the Federation during the war. So we just have a pair of riflemen again. But yeah, like I assume you'll get vehicles and, you know, the mech suits, which are on the main menu, so those have got to be in here.
Radio station up ahead. We should be able to cut through this interference and get some reinforcements.
I also wonder if they're going to have, like, an Arachnid campaign.
Okay, call HQ and get another squad dropped on this position.
Because
we're going to need all the help we can get.
there's never been playable Arachnids in anything Starship Troopers related, since there's only been 2 Starship Troopers games. Okay, so these cost 3. And yeah, so this is like a population cap and resource cap combined. The population is the resource.
Find a firing position, people. Use the high ground.
Use the high ground. There's not really... Is this high ground? Oh, you know what? I didn't realize those guys were not actually on this hill. I thought this unit that we're protecting was standing on the top of the hill. Really kind of a stupid place for them to stand, turns out. Bug hive activity is...
We can keep killing them, but they'll keep coming until
here.
we seal those bug holes.
Interesting.
The first bug cave is nearby. Get over there and take it out.
Hive population is not yet depleted, so I guess that means there is a finite number that can come out of those, but if you destroy them, that's less you have to deal with. So I wonder how I'm going to destroy those. You know, can I just shoot it, or do I need a man-portable nuclear launcher to take them out? I'm going to guess no. It was cool that they let you use that in Terran Ascendancy, but if I remember correctly when I did a video, I'm pretty sure I nuked a bunch of my units with that when I tried to use it on a bug hole on a slope. Yeah, there definitely needs to be more audio on the explosions. There seems to be a distinct lack of explosions. Problem with the grenade thing is you actually have to switch to a different unit, even if you have them all selected. I would hope that it would just kind of cycle through them, as long as one of them has it on not cooldown.
Okay, the bugs are down. Get a squad in that bug hole to seal it up.
Hey, really?
They're going to take some casualties, but that's what we're here for.
You just send them in there and be like, alright, don't die in there. Have fun, boys. Though hive strength was 0, so I don't think they actually took any casualties that time.
Orders are to expand your foothold in the sector. Capture the local radio stations to use them as staging points for operations to take out Arachnid colonies.
So there isn't really pure base building. This is more of a combat-focused, less base management-focused RTS, which some people hate. They like being able to put down every building. I think it's okay. You know, it was dumb when they did it for Command & Conquer because that was an established base builder RTS. And then they were like, what if your whole base was just one big vehicle that everything deploys from? But for a game that is not part of an established RTS franchise, I think it's fine to have kind of baseless RTSing. It is weird, though. Like, you'd think these cars would block line of sight, because they're pretty big. But you can just shoot around them. Can't shoot around your men, though. That requires a level of training that these men do not have. supply depot. Wonder if that'll increase our population cap.
Command has allocated you additional resources to fortify the outpost against Arachnid attacks.
Okay, this
Guess
unit
we're gonna have a
needs
busy day at the office then.
reinforcements.
All right, we're gonna need combat engineers and MG turrets.
Deploy support center. Okay, so there is a little bit of base building. And it's kind of like
Okay,
centered around the
call
radio
in
station,
Engineers, ASAP.
which is how we communicate with the rest of the fleet, which is where all of our support comes from, so that kind of makes sense. Also, no build time. You just have to wait for them to drop in.
Get those engineers earning their pay. We need 2 MG turrets covering the outpost before Archie comes to crash this party.
Archie, is that the military slang for arachnids? 2 MG turrets. I was thinking like here, but I guess they're only coming from this direction. I like that little... kind of shows you. Okay, you go over there, build one of those. Those cost war support. So this thing doesn't do anything by itself, it just adds to what you can build from the radio station. What is this? Are these just like the drop points? Okay.
Here they come again. Get those MGs firing.
I mean, they're in position, so you know. I assume they'll fire when they got something to fire at. Oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, they're just getting torn apart. I hope there's at least a tanker bug in this level. 'Cause that'll probably take a bit more than just MG fire to bring down. But then, I find a lot of RTS games with their campaign, they're very slow to introduce new units and new enemies. It's like, this is the mission where you get this new tank, and that's the only new thing you get. This is the mission where you get helicopters. Okay, I guess we're good. Like, those MGs will cover my back. I'm gonna send this guy towards this bug hole. And maybe also the engineers. I don't know what this is. Thorn hedge. Can I burn that out of the way? You can. Yeah, the rifle guys can't attack it, but the combat engineers can. What I was gonna say, it's also funny that when you build one of these HMD turrets, a man just appears to mount it. Like, where did he come from? Did the engineers build him? You can also see how it's messy to control this many guys at once because they'll end up in these really wide formations or trying to like jam themselves into small spaces, so it's better to do maybe like 2 units at a time for positioning. I think everyone's firing. That was actually a wasted grenade. I mean, they're running out of bugs. So really, this is kind of what you have to do, is you can just mow them down until they run out of bugs to come out, and then destroy the hive. Alright, so that's another bug hole dealt with. I guess they're all on the map, so the other two are here. Kind of close to each other. Well, no, actually, this is around a bend. Is it done? Yeah, I guess so. Thought they'd collapse it or something. Spitter bugs. Federal intelligence detect the presence of spitter bugs that will likely be encountered in battle soon. Well, it's nice they give you a little bit of heads up. So I don't think spitter bugs were in any of the movies. I think those are only outside universe stuff. They spit acid, as you might expect. Thorn bush, thorn bush. That thorn bush appears to be in the side of the mountain. So I wonder if I should be also, like, kind of deploying more HMGs as I move up. These guys can't move. Like, I don't know if I need to hold the line back here. Take the high ground. See, this kind of sloppy to... I wish you could change formation, because that usually is useful for games like this where they try to stay in a formation.
Those MGs aren't getting enough action back there. Get them disbanded, and then redeploy them up at the bridge.
Okay, demolish those, and the man just disappears. Where's this guy going? Aggressively vibrating. No? You're not gonna let me lead you into the turrets? So there's a bug layer here, which is not the same thing as a bug hole. But it probably also spawns bugs, if I had to guess. Yeah, that turret, I didn't get the angle on it right, so it's just sitting there dying. So, it does seem like losing units isn't a big deal because you just get the cost back. Which is good, because it means you're able to play a bit more aggressively than you would otherwise. I don't think it's done building. those cannot take a lot of hits from the spitters. Okay, so it looks like I'm actually supposed to put one of these facing down the road and one facing down the bridge. But yeah, the main cost of losing the units is just time, I guess. The time to redeploy them and get them back into the battle.
Take out that bug nest.
Squad needs to be reinforced because they are high rank, but there's only like 3 of them left. Okay, so that is a spawner with no limit. Oh boy. They don't seem to really want to follow me across this bridge, though. Oh, that's... I hit the wrong one. I hit dropship transport, so I just flew them from here to here when I meant to reinforce them. Alright, boys, get back in there. This would have been smarter if I had seen this tooltip here, so I can shoot them from up here while they have to funnel past the HMGs. Okay. It's weird the use grenades against large hordes is just a thing that's sitting in the world telling you that. Okay, move all my squads up. So we got 2 more bug holes. And then there's also 2 arrows on the map that I assume are where reinforcements for them will come from. I'm gonna say we can go this way. There's like a little slope here we can climb up instead of funneling through the bridge. It's a whole unit of spitter bugs. Kind of look like praying mantises. I'm gonna send 1 squad up. Got a chunk of them. Alright. We took some losses. It's not great. So I wonder if I can do this without having to send them back. No, they do actually have to go back to pick up their reinforcements. Or, like... maybe they just have to meet? Nope, never mind. They are apparently reinforced. Their bar has gone up. We just have to actually wait for them to get here. I really wish I had some snipers from up here. Oh, there's an elite ability I could have unlocked. Give him the shotgun salvo. Doesn't seem like their population is going down, though. Man, these spitters are actually a serious concern. They're where I'm losing all of my units. Also, what happened to the combat engineers? Did they die in here too? Well, I lost everybody. Which just means I have to deploy more everybody. So yeah, presumably where this would be a problem is if your base is under attack and you're losing these units and having to redeploy them. Because when it's here where I just have to clear this objective, I'm not really losing much. Because it just fills up the meter instead of draining it. Alright, let's try this again with these fresh-faced troops that don't have any upgrades. It says use the low ground for fire support, but problem is the spitters. Like, it's not really that I'm not getting enough people shooting, it's that they just melt me. Actually, if I could put a gun up there, that would really, really helpful. Like, if I get these guys to hold the line here, and get a combat engineer up there without getting noticed, I can put an HMG on the top of this hill and hopefully mow them down a little better. Well, I guess the sand is too soft to set up the turret. Could set up one here, though. I just need something that can chew up the spitter bugs before they get close enough to kill my people. Because those are the ones that are, again, the main source of kills right now. Wow. They didn't even get to slightly finish that. Because these fucking spitter bugs. Yeah, so it takes some time for them to deploy this. They just kind of like stand next to it as the meter fills up. They gotta wait till this goes all the way up. I mean, at this point, the thing is going to be done by the time all the bugs are dead. No, but it actually seems like it's kind of filling up. I guess I didn't turn it enough? I can't tell if it's actually finished building yet. Quickly, rush in there before more come out. Oh yeah, so that little meter fills up, and then when it hits one of the bug ticks, it sends out reinforcements.
Sir, HQ on the net. They're asking why the area isn't cleared yet.
'Cause it sucks, sir.
Affirmative. But we've been a little busy here.
So we can demolish all of these. And looks like we should get another radio station here to re-support our guys. But we're almost done this mission. We only got one more bug hole to clear. I'm not sure what the thing with the defense icon is. Oh, it's another radio post. So we capture that. And that gives us another supply depot, another delivery platform.
I prefer a one-way shooting arrangement with Archie. And those spitter bugs complicate things. Get some snipers deployed and take them out before they get in range.
Okay. So that's something we definitely need, is snipers to take out the spitters first. We need a command center. Construction complete. So this rifle trooper squad needs to reinforce. I would kind of hope the snipers at least can shoot through your units because they can pick their shots. They got the big goofy Merida scopes on them. So as long as I focus the spitters with the sniper, I don't have to worry about the... Oh shit. I was gonna say I don't have to worry about the soldiers, or the regular unit. Do these guys have a special unit? Sprint. And it looks like you can use the dropship to drop them off back at base, instead of having to walk all the way back. You know, they're called Mobile Infantry for a reason, even in this version of them. Are you guys gonna shoot this thing? How do you not have line of sight? Keeping an eye out for any spitter squads. I think we're good. There's a bug tunnel. I guess that's our other spawner type. I'm going to use them to cover from over here and then kind of move up along here. You really do have to do a lot of reinforcing, though. They cannot stand up against bugs in close range fights. Okay, move everybody in. Oh, they're all kind of like stuck on that structure. Not seeing any more spitters in this area. So if I had the engineers, I could use them to clear this and kind of circle around. But I think we can do a stand-up fight here. Somehow the snipers can still shoot through this rock. Again, it's weird to have a line of sight system that only seems to give a shit about your actual guys being in the way. Can I do anything about a bug tunnel? Can I throw a grenade in it? No? Quickly, get in there. Alright. It's all the bug holes. I don't know if we're going to have to do something else now because there's another radio tower here. Or if that's just my other objective. Was there one I missed? This. Oh. Did they take this one back? I think they might have recaptured it when I was going down the road. Alright, well. Everybody just walk back over here. Maybe I didn't capture this one. I cleared the bug hive, though. I must have walked right past it. No, this is the one where we built the support center, isn't it? And we had the 2 HMGs? Yeah, I think this is the one that they recaptured when I was fighting over here, and I was like, I saw the message radio post captured, but I thought it was just this one because they were coming up behind us. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. It was a little tougher than expected. You actually do kind of need to counter threats appropriately, which you would hope for in an RTS, but you never know what to expect when a small team is making an RTS. Thankfully, the capture speed is also pretty quick. Alright.
Sir, satellite surveillance has picked up major bug movement approaching your position. You don't have long.
Okay, you heard the news. Our only chance is to use this valley as a kill zone. Use everything you got. If we don't hold them here, we'll all be dead anyway.
Well, I hope that they're going to give me some time to get back up there, because, oh boy. Everybody get back up there. This is going to be very tight. Like, they expected me to have everyone up here already. What the hell is this? Why were all the icons there and giant? Oh my god, they're not even gonna start building these fucking turrets. I got my snipers up there. Okay, didn't expect them to come from that direction. I like, too, that whenever they do an airstrike, it's just fucking barrels that they throw out. I mean, at least got the damn HMG up. Oh good, I wasted my grenade ability because I told them to move when they were trying to figure out how to throw it. I think they actually do seem to be somewhat covered from being up here. Like, they're not taking as much damage from the spitter. Okay. Is that it? Is there going to be another wave? Oh, well, at least there's a reinforcement point here. Oh, victory. Okay, so we're going to wrap up here, but we'll let it go into the intro for the last level.
Kwalashans take great pride in their planet's mining industry. Through sweat of brow, valiant colonists dig up the precious minerals the Federation needs. It's an ore effort for the war effort, and they're not going to let a few bugs scare them off. The Mobile Infantry has begun escorting workers, many of them patriotic volunteers, back into the mines so they can keep excavating the future of humanity.
So this is going to be a defend the miners mission.
Welcome to Mineville, Lieutenant.
Population,
Bugs made a mess of the
mine.
Qual's attempts to defend this base. We're here to do a better job of it. The Flyboys report some serious bug activity out to the east. Our mission is to get these miners back into their holes, not to go play in the dust with Archie. We'll ice them as soon as they come at the walls. Organize your defenses and call down some extra bodies. Keep those bugs outside the walls, Lieutenant.
So this is a bit more Whiskey Outpost, except there's holes in the walls already. Do not lose the base. So this is a defense mission, at least to start. But we're going to wrap up here. So this seems okay. Like, it's definitely got some jank, and it definitely needs more polish than it has right now. But I'm hoping that this is, indeed, an early build, and not anything final. Because it sounds like this is still a ways off from coming out. So I'm hoping that they can take the time to flesh it out a bit.
I smell trouble. Get this base ready for what's coming.
And there could be some fun stuff in here, depending on how far they go with more units and, you know, different kind of planets. But I'll definitely be keeping an eye on this until we get more information about it. So thanks for joining me for this demo dip into Starship Troopers Terran Command, and I'll see you all on the bounce. Take care, everyone.